Today I will be solving two integer sum. Uh, two. This problem kind of builds on our already solved problem of two sum, but this problem uses a different data structure, which is two pointers. First, let me explain what the problem is asking us for us to do. We have been provided with an input array numbers, which is a sorted array, and we have also been provided with a target value in this case, which is 3. What we have to essentially do is we have to return the indexes of the two values that would add up to be our target value plus 1. So in this case, as you can see, if we were not to add plus 1, our answer would have been just 0, 1. Because index 0 has the value 1 and index 1 has the value of 2, which add up to be 3. But in this specific question, we have to add 1 to our indexes. So as you can see, 1 and 2. So it's basically referring to the values of 1 and 2, but we're just adding 1 to the index of it. So that's what the problem is. The best approach, as I said, to solve this problem is a two pointers. What we can do is we can initialize a left pointer and a right pointer to the end of the array. I can show you how we can do it. So we have our left pointer, comma right pointer. Left would be at 0, and then our right would be at length of numbers -1. So this would initialize a left here and our right here. Now we can essentially just run a while loop to solve this problem. What we can do, we can say like, hey, while L is smaller than R, sum is equals to numbers at L plus numbers at R. So what we'll do with this, hey, what we're doing here is we're essentially saying we're running a while loop. We're saying while L is smaller than R, add up L and R, and then we can create a if statement. We say like, hey, if sum equal target, return L plus 1 comma R plus 1. So let me explain what we did here. First step, we created two pointers, one left, which is at the very beginning of our array, one right, which is at the very end of our array, and then we ran a while loop for the array. We said, hey, while L is smaller than R, we created a local variable sum, and then we added whatever value we have at our L. In this case, we have 1 at L, and then we have 5 at R. So we say 1 plus 5 is equals to 6. This is not the case. But if it were to, for example, let's say like our this would be the target. So it would say 1 plus 5 is equals to 6. We just return L plus 1 comma R plus 1. So we do 0 plus 1 and then 5 plus 1. So our answer would have been something like 1 comma 6. But this is not the case. That was just an example. In this case, I'm using 9 to explain how do we actually solve this problem if we are not provided, if that was not the case. So what we can do here, we can write an else statement, say, and then we say if the sum is smaller than the target value. If the sum, like for example, like 1 plus 5, we have 6, which is smaller than the target value, we know that we have to move up, because if we know we have to essentially shift our L by a certain amount to reach this target value, because if we were to decrement our R, we would only get further away from our target value. So we can just say L plus equal 1, and then else if sum is bigger than the target value, R minus equal 1. So this essentially solves our problem. So let me just go over the problem again, over these two, because these are the challenging part of this problem. So if the sum, like let's say 1 plus 5 is 6, which is smaller than the target value, we will move our left pointer by 1. Because if we were to decrement our right pointer, it would only get us further away from the from our target value. So, and then we move our left pointer like right here, and then we say 2 plus 5 is 7. It again is smaller than our target value, so we essentially keep moving our left pointer. We reach 3 5. Again, this is smaller than our target value, so we move our left here. We check our while loop. We say, hey, while L is smaller than R, which is in this case, sum is still not is equal to target value 3, and we do 4 plus 5. We have found our, like, essentially, my bad, we have found our target. So hopefully this was easy to understand.